Minister of Children and Youth Services, Minister responsible for women.
Thank you, Speaker. Mr. Speaker, 20 years ago this Sunday marks a dark day in Canadian history. On December 6, 1989, a gunman walked into École Polytechnique de Montréal and killed 14 female engineering students. C'est un jour dont je me souviens clairement. J'étais une étudiante de premier cycle en sciences au sein d'une promotion composée en majeure partie d'hommes et en plus d'être une activiste politique et une féministe. It was a day I remember clearly. I was an undergraduate science student in a predominantly male graduating class, a political activist, a feminist. I remember my shock, my confusion, and my growing sense of vulnerability. And over the next few days, my friends and I clearly saw December 6th for what it was, a heinous act of misogyny. This act of hatred was not an attack against students or engineers. It was an attack against women, and it became a defining moment for Canadian women. These students were not just victims of an indiscriminate criminal act. They were women who were friends, daughters, and sisters whose families were shattered by the bullets that struck them. They were daughters of parents who encouraged them to take the road less traveled, a career in engineering. Mr. Speaker, as I stand in acknowledgement of the National Day of Remembrance and Action on Violence Against Women on December 6th, I ask that my colleagues in this House join me today to remember not only the 14 women who were killed that day, but all women who have died as a result of gender-based violence. Mr. Speaker, I also rise to acknowledge the internationally sanctioned 16 days of action against gender violence, November 25th to December 10th. It reminds us that violence against women is an unacceptable violation of human rights and a principal barrier to gender equality. Cet événement nous rappelle que la violence faite aux femmes constitue une violation inacceptable des droits humains des femmes et un obstacle de principe à l'égalité entre les sexes. As a lawyer, an advocate, a friend, in my previous role as Parliamentary Assistant to Premier McGuinty, and now as Minister responsible for women's issues, I have met too many women who have suffered from abuse. I am always moved by their determination to change their lives and to keep their children safe and free from violence. The tragedy of December 6th reminds us that we must not let our vigilance wane. We must continue to educate girls and boys, men and women. We all have a responsibility to end violence against women. Today, I invite all members to wear a rose button to remember the women who died and recommit to taking action on violence against women and girls, and also to wear a white ribbon to signify men's opposition to violence against women. I want us to take a moment to remember the 14 engineering students who were killed December 6, 1989, and all women who have died through violence by reading the names of the 14 women whose lives were violently and tragically cut too short. Geneviève Bergeron, age 21. Hélène Colgan, age 23. Nathalie Croteau, age 23. Barbara Daigneault, age 22. Anne-Marie Edward, age 21. Maude Havernick, age 29. Barbara Kluznik-Wojcicki, age 31. Maryse Lagagnère, age 25. Maryse Leclerc, age 23. Anne-Marie Lemay, age 27. Sonia Pelletier, age 23. Michelle Richard, age 21. Annie Saint-Arnaud, age 23. Annie Turcotte, age 21. Today, I call upon all Ontarians to work together to end violence against women. It is a day we must not forget, but it is one that we must move forward from. Thank you, Speaker.